जय शिव शंकर नमामि शंकर शिव शंकर शंभो। जय शिव शंकर नमामि शंकर शिव शंकर शंभो। वक्रतुंडा महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देवा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारम् संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सरावसन्तं हृदयानपिन्दे भवं भवामि सहितं नमामि। सर्वमङ्गले माङ्गले शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय। हे परम पिता परमात्मा, आज हम भक्ति से नाम बनकर आपके चरणों में आए हैं। आपको हृदय में धारण कर हम अपने मन और आत्मा को पवित्र बनाते हैं। आपकी शरण में रखकर हम अपने दुर्गुणों को धोना चाहते हैं। हे दीन बंधु, कृपा सिंधु प्रभु, आपके उपार श्रद्धा और विश्वास रखकर कृपा से हम इस भव सागर को सुखपूर्वक पार कर सके। दम 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 डमरू बजाए दम 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 डमरू बजाए शिव शंकर कैलाशपति। युग युग सोया जिया जगाने शिव शंकर कैलाशपति। दम 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 डमरू बजाए शिव शंकर कैलाशपति। युग युग सोया जिया जगाने शिव शंकर कैलाशपति। ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय। दम 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 बजाए शिव शंकर कैलाशपति। युग युग सोया जिया जगाने शिव शंकर कैलाशपति। ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय। माती ऊपर तिलक चंद्रमा कहले नाग निवारा। माते ऊपर तिलक चंद्रमा कहले नाग निवारा। तमनु की धर कर बेला से श्री का रखवाला। तमनु की धर कर बेला से श्री का रखवाला। निज भक्तन के कष्ट में आए शिव शंकर कैलाशपति। युग युग सोया जिया जगाने शिव शंकर शंकर भगवान के। माता पिता, भक्तजनों, भाई और बहनों, विप्रमंडली, प्यारे दोस्तों, मैं कोटि कोटि प्रणाम to each and every one of you this evening. This evening, I take this wonderful opportunity in this location of Shiva Shakti Hanuman Mandir to share a continuation of a beautiful story. And that is the power of love and faith in a relationship. A relationship that gives the greatest friendship in life. The deity that connects with love is a wonderful celestial energy. A love that is priceless, that is compassionate, and that is valued. Singing the name of this divine Lord is one of the most significant devotion in that of the 9 forms. And as we sing, we contemplate gracefully to understand where we are this evening. A couple days ago, we all in various parts of this world would have celebrated Shiva Katha. And one of the main facets or explanation of Shiva Katha is that of the marriage of Shiva and Parvati. I was blessed to be in another domain, another beautiful temple out of state to perform Shiv Yajna, while you have Yajna here. And while I was in Georgia, I was performing the wedding ceremony of Shiva and Parvati on the night of Shivratri. You have heard of Janamashtami, you have heard about Ram Navami, but you have never heard about Shiva Navami. You have heard Shivratri, the night of that of Shiva. Ratri means night. We will learn a couple of Hindi words, can we, tonight? And its relationship. After this marriage, what happens in Balkan when they would have gone? I'm just trying to connect the dots what locally would have done. This husband and this bariat would take the bride to the boy side. And it says that they would go on where the moon is half honey. But in this case, Shiva himself had the moon on his forehead. So they went back to Kailash. One narration, I'm trying to slide gracefully from where we were to where we are tonight, a couple days after. I don't know if he had Kangan. In some quarters we say Kagan. But in this beautiful Ramayana, this life story, Ramayana is so beautiful. It's a very romantic book. It teaches spirituality while it teaches love. And when you learn about true love, then you get blessings from above. And this is the endowment and the benefit in communion when we learn about the love of Ramayana. And only when we learn about the love of Ramayana, and then we practice the same love that we would learn, that is when we become complete. That is when we become in submission and surrender to Bhagwan Shiva. If we learn about the love that Pandit Kamraj, for example, would have shared a couple nights ago, and we don't put the love into practice, what happens? Makes no sense. I'm speaking to the choir about a romance of love. This is not about theory, this is about wisdom that you all possess here this evening. In one way or another, somebody have probably 25 years of experience, 30 years of experience, and so forth. So in this beautiful Doha, to begin tonight, Shiva is about to go through this process. Parvati Ma is about to realize how to penetrate through the heart of Bhagwan Shiva, how to get through to him. Just like how a wife would try to see how to understand a husband, how to get the love and to win the love and to share where to go through. In this temple, we come through the door to come into the temple. To Shiva, Parvati Ma now is about to delve and to think and process as to which door and how to get into the heart of Bhagwan Shiva. Let's listen to the joy and the glories of Ramayana, Ramcharitmanas. महिमय कही शिव चरिता भुज मरमु तुम्हारा. The secret of the heart of Shiva, this is what Goswami Tulsidas is writing. And she thinks when she was in this other form of Sati, she's now in this form of Bhavani Ma. By recounting the acts at the very outset, I have discovered the secret of your heart, O Shiva. That you Shiva, you are indeed a true servant of Sri Ram. And you are free from all blemishes. And here is it to get to Shiva. Bhavani Ma is speaking of Sri Ram. If I am to please you, Bhagwan Shiva, I must please Sri Ram because I must see communion, I must see unification. Brings me to a question. Then who is Sri Ram? Sri Ram is one of the 10 celestials of Bhagwan Vishnu. Kahe sutalava मनवा जपले सीताराम काहे सुतल बाबो काहे सुतल बाबो मनवा जपले सीताराम काहे सुतल बाबो मनवा जपले सीताराम 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 राम. राम हमरे तन मन जीवन राम हमरे दाता हो राम हमरे दाता. वो भगवान की। राम हमरे तन मन जीवन, राम हमरे दाता। Sri Ram is our body, our mind and life and benefactor. And he who is dear to him shall be liberated. He is the master of the universe. And here Bhavani Ma is figuring it out now in this life, this marriage life, how to serve her Lord, or to serve her husband. Because in this case, our life is that of Sri Ram. We are of the Raghu dynasty. And at this moment, despite several generations, we still have him at minute particle of DNA at the tip of our nose. Chaupai speaks to us. In the continuation, Bhavani is processing. Tulsidas is writing. Ram Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Everybody. Ram Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Ram Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Everybody. Ram Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Ek baar boliye. Ram Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Ram Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Param Ramaya Girvaru Kailasu Sada Jahan Shiva Uma Nivasu. Ram Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Ram Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Ram Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. एक बारात ही कर प्रभु गाऊ, करहु बिलो की उन अति सुख भाऊ। राम सिया राम, सिया राम, जय जय राम। राम सिया राम, सिया राम, जय जय राम। राम सिया राम, सिया राम, जय जय राम। परम राम गिरबर कैलाशु सरा जहां शिव उमा निवासु। राम सिया राम, सिया राम, जय जय राम। परम राम या गिरबर कैलाशु सरा जहां शिव उमा निवासु. Powerful Hindi language. Tulsidas is narrating at the instruction of Shiva himself to narrate how to live, what is happening and what will happen. This is already, our life is already being played out in this journey. Kailash, Giribadu Kailashu. Kailashu means the location. Kailash is the noblest of mountains and very beautiful, since Shiva and Parvati have made it their eternal home. Once upon a time, the Lord went to rest beneath a tree and was much happy to see it. It was called the banyan tree. And when he went and he sat on this tree, this banyan tree, the gloom of the sky started to be very colorful, like sky blue and white. To some of us, it may be intimidated and fear with fright. But it was a beautiful scenario. Did not happen in the night, but rather in the day. This is to make way for Bhavani Ma as he prepares as a husband now in this moment. Men, please take note. And here he goes under this banyan tree to sit down. And what happens? How was this sky? How was this atmosphere? Very soothing when he sits down. The snow or whatever the dew is arising from the grass or from the ground from Dhartima, and is going up like, like mist and smoke raveling and going up into a very cosmic scenario. Among him surrounded, engulfed with kind of smoke like mountain dew. And what do we sing? नीले गगन की थले धरती का प्यार पले नीले गगन की थले धरती का प्यार पले शबनम की मोती फूलों पे बिखरे दोनों के आस भरे नीले गगन के तले धरती का प्यार भरे नीले गगन के तले धरती का प्यार Lord Shiva, he's here gracefully. The smoke is about to rise. In this place, the morning will arrive and the evening will fall. The pearls of the morning dew will spread upon the flowers, and both the desires of everyone will be flourished. नीले गगन की तले धरती का प्यार भले धरती का प्यार भले धरती का प्यार भले. And this is the scenario that's been lit and set by Bhagavan Shiva himself under this beautiful banyan tree. Chaupai continues. What next happens? What did Shiva do when he goes under this banyan tree? This is the environment that we are setting here tonight. Dharti ka pyar phale. Remember that line. Dharti means Mother Earth. Pyar means, phal means the fruits of Mother Earth will come to you. When we rise in the morning, we place our right foot on Mother Earth. She accepts our purities and our impurities, and she controls our challenges and our success. This is the power of Dhartima. This is why we do Dharti Puja. Prithvi tvayatritaloka devi tam vishnatata tam chararyamam devi pavitam kuru chasanam. Chaupai speaks to us. Bolo Ram, 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 Bolo Ram. Bolo Ram, 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 Bolo Ram. That's it. Ram, 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 Bolo Ram. Bolo Ram, 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 Bolo Ram. Hey, Bolo Ram, 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 Bolo Ram. Bolo Ram. Bolo Ram, 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 Bolo Ram. Nij karadasi nagari puchala. वैद्य सहाज ही शंभु कृपाला कुंद इंद्र गौर शरीरा भुज प्रलंब परिधन is so very sweet. This surah that we sing here tonight, there is pure devotion from every one of you. All what I see is just love and purity of love amongst every one of you here tonight. And in the name of Shiva. निज करदासी नागरी पुछाला बैते सहाजय शंभु कृपाला कुंद इंदुदर गौर शरीरा भुज प्रलंबा परिधन मुनीस्यारा. Unexplainable words in some part in English language. Lord Shiva in this chaupai says he spreads his tiger skin under this banyan tree on the ground with his own hands. The all merciful sat at his ease. His body is fair in hue as the jasmine or the moon arms of great length, a hermit covering consisting of the bark of the trees. His feet were like a pair of full-blown red lotuses. Serpents and ashes serve as Tripurari ornaments. Tripurari ornaments is that of his garland that he wears. So he wears serpent's skull as a mala. And when he wears this as to explain to you what happens. Hey Tripurari, he's called by 1,000 names. He's called by 1,000 names and you offer him. One of them is that of Shiva. One of that of Shambhu. Another one is that of Tripurari. And he says here Tripurari he's being called as Tripurari in this chaupai. He Tripurari, he Gangadhari Bhole Shankar. He Tripurari, he Gangadhari Bhole Shankar. Basmarama, Bhakta he Kailash Vani. He Tripurari, he Gangadhari Bhole Shankar. Basmarama, Bhakta he Kailash Vani. Bigare darshan ke kaasi, ye tere bhakt vilaasi, akiya darshan ke jaasi. He Tripurari, he Gangadhari Bhole Shankar. Basmarama, Bhakta he Kailash Vani. Bigare ye tere bhakt vilaasi, akiya darshan ke jaasi. He Tripurari, he Gangadhari. And this is what He Tripurari, He Gangadhari, Bole Shankar, now speak to me, now you sit. We have described how long is your arms and how the garland of your mala is like to us as we read between the lines, on the lines. Speak to me now. He Tripurari, He Gangadhari, Bole Shankar. Bole means to speak. Hey Gangadhari, we address him as Gangadhari. So visualize this now. If you want to get through to Shiva, from that line alone, one of the possible channels of getting through to Shiva is that of who? Leave it back how it was, it's too flat now. Anybody can say? He Gangadhari Bhole Shankar. So, in his jata,
What does he have? A white flowing substance. And who is that controls this substance? Ganga Ma. So when you want to get to Shiva, indirectly you go, you can find the physical entity of Ganga Ma in the ocean. Is this one of the possibilities? I'm just sharing this, throwing this out to you, that what is the possibility of touching or being in connection with Bhagwan Shiva in real life, not only in physical entity. When we worship him, we do not worship this physical idol, but we extract the energy from the ideal of the entity. And this Doha continues with us. उमापति महादेव की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। सिया भज रामचंद्र की जय, शरणम प्रभु। प्रेम से बोलो श्री शंकर भगवान की जय। जटा मुकुट सुरसती सुरसरिता सिरा। Jata means this hair, this big hair that he has. This matted hair, so to speak. With his matted hair for a crown. And Gangama adorning his head. His eyes are as big as a pair of lotus. Describing him, his throat is dark with poison, and with a crescent moon shining on his forehead, the Lord looked like a treasure house of beauty. And when he looks like a treasure house of beauty, what did we sing earlier? Dum 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 bajaye Shiv Shankar Kailash Ve soya diya jagane Shiv Shankar Kailash Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Bolo Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Bolo Om Namah Shivaya Jata Dhoot se dharti Ganga भव के ताप में ताजी धरती और प्यासी जीवन के मैया प्यास हो जाती के प्रसारी शिव शंकर के लाल युग युग सोया दिया जगाने शिव शंकर के लाल ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय। जटाजूट से झड़ती गंगा भव के ताप में थाली। The Ganga flows from his matted hair, cleansing the world. Through the Ganga, the thirst of the world is being quenched. Tonight, I see a devotee cry tears in this temple. when this Ganga flows from this matted here, your prayers will be answered. Your prayers will be answered. The Ganga flows from this matted here. When it flows, it cleanses the world. When there is enough contamination, there comes a time where there will be some flooding. And all this garbar and dirty things that we throw and with whatever we do personally on dirty ma, the water comes and washes it away. And this is how time and again we get monsoon and all this thing in this cycle to cleanse and purify. In this process, some of us may be impure, some of us may be pure. You and I do not judge nobody. But there's a journey that happens in this process. There will be prosperity in some quarters, and there will be challenges in some quarters. We have to accept the reality of life. Second line says, through the Ganga, the thirst of this world is being quenched. Whatever you are crying and weeping about, whatever you want to accomplish, you worship Him and worship her in the form of Ganga Ma. Is it a possibility that we can experiment to generate the desired result that we want? The answer is yes. But it's going to be a test of your devotion. How true a devotee you are. How much devotion you are. Are you sincere or you get tap? When you move the cream, are you going to see pure milk or are you going to see the milk as blue? And when the milk is blue, that's how much water you add inside. It is interesting to note how pure, how sincere we can be. But it's left for us to submit ourselves to the Divine Lord. And when that happens, what happens in this chaupai? In this chaupai. Hear this now, Bhagwan Shiva sits on this tiger skin. His wife is inside the house, or the home rather, because when, in our Hindu custom, when someone marries and goes into that home, literally, that house, by the fact that you have a dharmpatni in your home, in your house, it becomes a home. And when we as Hindus, and the feminine aspect of you, the ladies, goes into a home, into a house, you make that house a house, or you can make it a home. Because there are two things. First, you are another form of Durga Ma herself, in the form of Lakshmi. Am I right or wrong? Yeah. You are the Lakshmi of your home. And you also, you are the chief financial officer of your home. Who controls it? There are still some men today, they go to the supermarket for their wife. And they account for every single thing. But they don't trust. Or is it they don't trust? Or they want to add 2 and 2 to make it a +5. However, Parvati Ma is in her home, cannot find Shiva. And I'm just visualizing a story. And what happens? She decided, she who is the great mother Bhavani, she's being called Bhavani here. She approached him and she saw him on the outside. And when she saw Bhagwan Shiva and she went to approach Bhagwan Shiva, Lord Shiva received her most courteously as his own dear wife and assigned her a seat on his left. So where does the married wife sit?
The left side.
Why?
Because the heart is on the left side.
Auntie Angie, you've been through that process. Anyway, let's give Auntie Angie a round of applause, please. So this is telling us, as a wife, how we should live, how respectful we should be, how respectful and humble we as men should be as husbands, how caring we should be, and how approachable and loving you, the wife, should be. You never say inside here there is janjat. There is no argument. When you decide to get like that, then you can't control your emotions. But we are human beings. These are celestial energies. We will possess that because we are not perfect. And it's acceptable. But there is mode for you to elevate, to eliminate that and neutralize that process of anxiety that we will possess from times. And he accepts his wife and she sits on the left side of the tiger scene. And what happens is history. What happens is a mystery. I'm going to share a joke with you. When he was marrying, he placed this sindur in the middle of her forehead. Sinduram Shobharam Ratnam Saubhagyam Priyavardhanam. And he placed his sindur and he did puja. Are karlo nare bhajana manusha tana pai. Karlo nare bhajana manusha tana pai. Manusha tana pai ke manusha tana pai ke. Karlo nare bhajana manusha tana pai. Karlo nare bhajana manusha tana pai. I want you to reminisce of when you were getting married. What happened? The Pandit or the Acharya or the Purohit was there, the Swami, to do your wedding. And what did they do? Ganesh Puja Karte Puja Apni Puja Banaye Ke. Ganesh Puja Karte Puja Apni Puja Banaye Ke. Devi Darshan, Shiva Darshan, Guru Ka Prachar Ka, Sanskar Ka Prachar Ka. Kallo Nare Bhajana Manusha Tana Pai. Kallo Nare Bhajana Manusha Tana Pai. Manusha Tana Pai Ke Manusha Tana Pai Ke. Kallo Nare Bhajana Manusha Tana Pai. Kallo Nare Bhajana Manusha Tana Pai. Why sing this song? Bhagwan Shiva would have placed sinduram on the middle of the forehead. How many wives would have come to temple with sindur today? I leave you to ponder. I leave you to wonder. I'm not putting you in the spot. And she adores herself with sindur in the middle. There is a young lady who just got married. Or rather, put it this way. It meant to be a joke. I want to make a joke with you. Can I? Can I make a joke with you? So the Pandit asks, say, Betty, everybody have this sindur on the middle. How come you have it on the side path? The girl said, Pandit, what am I going to tell you? I made a side chick. Meant to be a joke. I'm just bringing this to your attention so you can understand where to put your sindur. Meant to be a joke. Bhavani Ma sits on the left side of Bhagwan Shiva. Bhavani Ma sits on the left side of Bhagwan Shiva. And the two of them in this nature's form, in this beautiful temple as we call it. This is the banyan tree. And they sit here. Here they are. Where is she sitting? On the left side of him. And he accepts her and they sit. What happens? Right in front of them, we are all the witness. Kabhi, kabhi, mere dil mein khayal aata hai. I sing it for all of you. And if you would have lost your spouse, visualize, memorize how your partner would have kept you. I want to especially dedicate this part here to Uncle Chan and Auntie Raju. They live so lovingly. Kabhi, kabhi, mere dil. कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता है. Kabhi means sometimes my heart go wonder. It's feelings of emerges that you have been created just for me. Here it is. Bhagwan Shiva now in this romantic form in Ramayana, he's telling Bhavani Ma that you have been created just for me. Until now, you were living among the stars. He was living in Kailash among the stars in the mountain. You have been called down to earth just for me. Parvati, Bhavani Ma is also reciprocating. And what happens? And this is what I want to share with you. This is how we should live. The wife, Bhavani Ma, reciprocates. Tum hi mere mandir, tum hi mere pooja, tum hi devata, tum hi devata. At her husband in his eyes, and she said, "Tum hi mere mandir, you are my mandir. Tum hi mere puja, you are my puja. Tum hi devata hu, you are my devata. Who else do I worship except you, Prabhu? You are my Lord, you are my husband, you are everything to me." Bhagwan Shiva in his romantic states now. Very romantic. From sometimes his heart palpitate. I want to know if his heart missed a beat in the process too. He responds to his wife, his beloved wife. साथी तेरा प्यार पूजा है, मेरा पूजा है यार। साथी तेरा प्यार पूजा है, तेरे सिवा कौन मेरा दूजा है। हे मितवा हो मनवा हो, हे मितवा हो मनवा हो, तेरा प्यार पूजा है, तेरे सिवा कौन मेरा दूजा है यार। तेरी सेवा कौन मेरा दूजा है यार। Sati means that of life. You are my life partner. Bhagwan Shiva is not assuring his beloved wife, there is nobody else in this world except you, only you I shall love for the rest of my life. For the rest of my साथी तेरा प्यार की पूजा है, to you I shall do पूजा too. तेरी सेवा को मेरे दूजा है यार. What happens here is history. What happens in mystery? 2 kids were born. What happens? The friendship of life has evolved, and this is how we must live, like how Auntie Raju and Uncle Chan live in. ये दोस्ती, ये दोस्ती, नहीं छोड़ेंगे हम मगर तेरा साथ ना छोड़ेंगे। लोगों को आते हैं तो नजर, हम मगर देखो तो नहीं। जुदा ये क्या बात, खुदा है दुआ ऐसा हो नहीं। खाना पीना साथ है, मरना जीना साथ है। खाना पीना साथ है, मरना जीना साथ है, सारे जिंदगी। तेरा साथ ना छोड़ेंगे, तेरा साथ ना छोड़ेंगे। Dosti means that of friendship. Here it says in this line, लोगों को आते हैं दो नजर हम मगर देखो दो नहीं. He says people will see the two of us, see us as two people, but we are one. Bhavani, Bhagwan Shiva is now telling his wife that people will see us as two, but we are one. We pray never to drift apart. We will eat together, we will drink together. Khana pina saath hai, marna jeena saath hai. We will never break our friendship in this bondage of life. Mother and fathers, this is the story, a 7-day Bhagavad, Shiva Katha. I just condensed into 1 hour. I tried to put it to the best and short and brief. I hope you like it. I hope you treasure it. This is a 7-day Bhagavad. And I'm putting it so concise, precise for you. When devotion comes to us, I ask you, let our friendship never be broken. Because when your friendship is broken, there is distrust and there is no trust. When we do puja, when we recite, when we do achman, we say Om Amrito Pasarnamati Masi Swaha. What comes out from my mouth should be sweet. Also, Satyam me shastre mahi sri sayatam. It should not only be sweet but that of truthful. We take an oath before we start to do puja. Somebody look at the diya, please. We take an oath so that we can make sure that we submit ourselves to this cause, and in truthfulness and sweetness, let us speak to each other sweetly. Let us be truthful to each other. Let us not be dishonest. Do we have more time? One devotee who has showed us how to be loving. Not only to your spouse, but how to be devoted to the Lord, is Hanuman Baba. And how can we not glorify Him if we want to be loved and if we want to share love? We talk about bringing flowers. What do? Sri Guru Charana Saroj Raja Nijamana Mukhara Sudhar Varno Raghuvar Vimala Jasu Jodayak Parachar Buddhi Natano Janike Sumiro Kumar Balaburi Vidya Devu Mohi Arhu Kalesh Vikar ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी 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 जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस देव लोक उजागर राम दूत अनिल भगवान अंजलि पुर पवन सलाम महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार भक्ते जन्मे प्रभु चरित सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता तब से बोलो ऐसे हमें भक्त हितकारी ऐसे हमें भक्त हितकारी ऐसे हमें भक्त हितकारी ऐसे हमें भक्त हितकारी सूक्ष्म रूप धरि हितकावा भक्त रूप धरि लंक जनाव रामचंद्र के कान वायु सजी पवन त्यारे तीर मीर से बुलाए रघुपति के बहुत बड़ाई राम प्रिय भरत हितम बोलो ऐसे हमें भक्त हितकारी ऐसे हमें भक्त हितकारी ऐसे हमें भक्त हितकारी ऐसे हमें तुम्हारो जस गावे असमय श्रीपति कंस लगावे संघातिक ब्रह्मा विमलेता नारद सारद सहित प्रमुख देर दिक्पाल चाहते कवि को विजय सके चाहते मोकार सो देव हे केना राम मेरा हे राज रचेगा ऐसे हमें भक्त हितकारी ऐसे हमें भक्त हितकारी ऐसे हमें भक्त हितकारी ऐसे हमें भक्त हितकारी
तुम्हारे करना तुम राक्षक का हो कुंदन आपन तेज समारो आप तीन लोक हम जय कुमार भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जगन्नाथ सुनावे ऐसे मेरा भक्त हितकारी ऐसे मेरा भक्त हितकारी ऐसे मेरा भक्त हितकारी ऐसे मेरा भक्त हितकारी ना भैरो भरे सब तेरा जपत निरंतर हनुमति संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे पंचम वचन जान जो लाभ तब पर राम तपत वे राजा के काज सकल तुम नामे और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे कोई अमित जीवन पद पावे ऐसे मेरा भक्त हितकारी ऐसे मेरा भक्त हितकारी ऐसे मेरा भक्त हितकारी ऐसे मेरा भक्त हितकारी चारों युग प्रताप तुम्हारा है पर सिद्धि जगत उजिया साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलार अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता असवर दीन जान के दाता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सरल हो रघुपति के दाता ऐसे मेरा भक्त हितकारी ऐसे मेरा भक्त हितकारी ऐसे मेरा भक्त हितकारी ऐसे मेरा भक्त हितकारी तुमने भजन राम को पावे जन्म जन्म के बिसरा अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाए जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहा और ते बता कितना धरे हनुमत से सर्व सुख करनी संकट करे मिटै सब पीरा जो मेरे है जो बल पीरा ऐसे मेरा भक्त हितकारी ऐसे मेरा भक्त हितकारी ऐसे मेरा भक्त हितकारी ऐसे मेरा भक्त हितकारी जय जय हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव के नाम जो सत बार पाठ करे कोई छूट ही बंदी महासुत हो जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा हो सीता की गौरीता तुलसीदास सदा तेरा कीर्तन जय मारेगा ऐसे मेरा भक्त हितकारी ऐसे मेरा भक्त हितकारी ऐसे मेरा भक्त हितकारी ऐसे मेरा भक्त हितकारी जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय बजरंगी जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय बजरंगी जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय बजरंगी जय हनुमान हनुमान हनुमान
पवन तने संकट हरण मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय वसो सुरभूप अस्या भज रामचंद्र की जय शरणम प्रभु। प्रेम से बोलो महावीर स्वामी की, प्रेम से बोलो महावीर स्वामी की, प्रेम से बोलो महावीर स्वामी की। Mothers and fathers, we take oath as we leave this temple tonight. Recite after me, please. I love Durga Ma.
I love Durga Ma.
I love Shiva.
I love Shiva.
I'm a Hindu today.
I'm a Hindu today.
I'm a Hindu tomorrow.
I'm a Hindu tomorrow.
Jai Sri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Sri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Sri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram.
We now hand the mic over to the Vice President of this mandir for kind remarks, and then we'll stand for Aarti, please. So, cue up the Aarti, please, Auntie Rami.
Oh, you said that.
Sitaram, everyone. On behalf of myself and the members of Shiva Shakti Hanuman Mandir, would like to welcome each and every one of you. A special thank you this evening to Pandit Sarva, conducted service. Splendid service this evening. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you to the Strota, Miss Omi. You know, my car is steady. Thank you, the Kirtan Group.